morning, but I was up in the middle of the night. We had a crew out here, and I'm not complaining because our line workers were out here between 1 and 2 in the morning, uh, raised in a bucket with a chainsaw, sawing trees and securing the lines. And I had very much interrupted sleep, and it's okay because we are still in the state of emergency in a lot of areas of Florida. We still have a lot of repairs, and Milton is also coming. I don't know what they didn't do, or what they did do last night wasn't preventative because there was a tree threatening the lines out here, because that's a possibility too. There may have been a tree that was damaged or leaning, and they wanted to go get it before the next storm came through. So, usually, what I do on Monday is read through my schedule. And because I slept a little late, I don't know what my schedule is. Other than on Monday, today at 3:30, Tuesday at 3:30, Thursday at 3:30, and Friday at 3:30, I have unboxings. And then on Wednesday, and hopefully I'll get time to do it. I'll get to the table to do a Bible reading because I record my Bible readings ahead. But because I've been feeling ill, I haven't done that in a minute. And I think this Wednesday I don't have my Bible reading posted yet. I'm reading from the four Gospels on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. That's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I'm in Luke. I don't remember when I started reading my Bible readings on Wednesday night. It was around the same time that Anthony and Kelly, if any of you know YouTube history, good morning. Minak Patel and Super Cobra. Well, I am recovering. I just got out of the hospital. I'm still using a walker, so I'm going to have to do my own physical therapy at home to save money because, well, physical therapy costs a penny, doesn't it? So I'm going to do a Bible reading on Wednesday. I have diabetes, and I had complications from diabetes. You are in India? That's wonderful. I heard the other day, I went to this museum in California, and it was that museum, I can't remember the name of it. It was an upside down house, actually, and which was weird. But they talked about in the museum. They're talking about the history of California, and they're talking about earthquakes, and I think that's why the house was upside down. But I'm not sure why the house was upside down. But in that museum, they had a display about India. And this was, wow, this was over a decade ago that I read this. And it just really just kind of shook me in a way because it said in India at that time, the number of honor students in India was greater than the number of students we had in the United States. And I just thought, wow, how much, that's a lot of brain power, that you have in India. And through the years, a lot of times I'll go in a live a lot of times I'll go in a live and I want to be there to network with people. I want to be there to network with people. I want to be. What did I want this? I don't know, Ashley. Evidently, you were recommended in. Good morning, Stuart. I have been clocking and clocking and clocking. I went out and came back in under my Wi Fi. I was originally under my cell data and it kept kicking me out and kicking me out and kicking me out. I mean, I hit the try again button over a dozen times. So I went back out, went back in on my Wi Fi. And sorry about the clocking this morning. But I was going to go and sit at the table this morning. That was my plan all weekend. But when I got up at 1:30 in the morning because the sound of trucks outside, I did a video this morning. I released it probably at 3 a.m. The linemen were out on the road fixing the telephone lines and cutting trees at between 1 and 2 in the morning. And I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I have electricity here in Florida. We've had horrendous storms. There are people in North Carolina that are still trapped out in their homes, out in the mountains, and their roads are washed out, and they don't have electricity or water or, access to a grocery store or doctor or anything. So I'm very grateful, and I'm not complaining that they were out there, but that's the reason that I'm not at the table this morning, because I'm fatigued, because I didn't get a full night's sleep. But I've been in the hospital, I'm out, and I'm doing my best. Before I went in the hospital, I got weaker and weaker. I usually do my unboxings and my Bible readings from over there at the table, and I have been doing my lives from over there, but I got sick and I ended up in the recliner. And then after I got in the recliner, I ended up having to go to the hospital because I kept getting worse and worse. And I was in the hospital during the last hurricane. I'm out of the hospital, and we got another hurricane coming. But if something happens like that fatigues me more, it sets me back right now, because when you're weak, you're more vulnerable to things affecting your health. And I didn't mean this to be a personal journey or a vlog about my health. I am diabetic. I will share that. And diabetes can come with many, many complications. One of the things I didn't realize is you can get neuropathy, nerve damage. And I've got nerve damage in my legs and my feet, and well, also my torso and my arms now. I mean, I just have pain all over. But another thing I didn't realize is that nerve damage can extend to your internal organs. And I did not know that you could have nerve damage in your internal organs. And it's been quite a learning experience, let me tell you. I don't know who is still here. Good morning, Ashley and Super Cobra and Stuart. Glad to have you here. Stuart has a fishing channel where he makes lures. Let me see. And I've had people in here from Brazil and India this morning, which has been exciting. I didn't know that. I guess the advantages of doing vertical lives is a lot more people come through your room, and when they come through your room, they probably make a choice. And I do the same thing. I will scroll down verticals, and like I was saying earlier, several people that I had followed before that were having legitimate discussions about things have decided to go half naked on their lives. And so I was just saying, I'm not judgmental. I just don't want to network with people that are drawn to that. So, and also the discussions tend to go in that direction too, because it's like when there's cleavage on the screen, people talk about cleavage, people get aroused, and the discussion that happens is not one of intellectualism. Good morning, Tim. It's so good to see you. Good morning, Anithra. Good to see you too. Anithra has content on her channel. She sells on YouTube and she has like crafting time lives. Thank you so much, Tim. I know you are so busy. I really appreciate your loyalty. You are, you know, every day I read your comments, and I'm just so taken aback by that you comment almost every single one of my videos, and I don't know some days what I would have done without you. I probably would have given up, but you were always there for me, and I so appreciate you. I'm Anithra. I got some unboxings to do, and then I got three over there too. The ones from the hall before I went in the hospital, I did all of them. I did all the little packages. So that's probably what's going to happen here. This, I know there's another hurricane on the way. They were out here. Well, you saw my video about the crew being out here, and I was thinking that maybe there was a tree that was threatening the lines out there. That they are doing the they were cutting trees around the lines that were threatening the lines. Maybe there wasn't a problem yet, but that tree was bent over, or, a lot of the trees, after you have a tropical storm or hurricane, they can fall weeks later from the ground being saturated and where they were bent over from the high winds during the storm. They don't always fall during the actual storm. So we've got a lot of trees around here that maybe are going to fall, and they knew that this one was going to go, or it already was leaning. I didn't really see it during the day. I was woken up between 1 and 2 in the morning with the sound of trucks backing up and chainsaws, and but that little extra not being able to sleep, plus the weakness I still have from being in the hospital during the hurricane, it just, I couldn't make it to the table today. I just couldn't. But you know, tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna get some extra rest today. I've just got phone calls to make, and other than that, I don't have a lot of work. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna tackle some of these small boxes, but I've got to do my Bible reading for Wednesday afternoon. I record those usually ahead. I'll read 3 to 5 in one sitting typically. This week I may just do one because of my fatigue, but I will, and so those had run out, that I had done for the gospel readings on Wednesday night. Thank you so much, Anithra. I appreciate you stopping in. Maybe, are you going live later? I haven't stopped in your house for a minute. I just have so many people I support. And I had been running a second device for a while. I've been running playlists on that. But since I fell at the end of July. And I had, I don't even know if I shared this, but I had soft tissue pain from the middle of my chest to the middle of my back on one side, and shoulder blade pain. And when I went to the emergency room, oh, okay, cool. I keep thinking about doing a junk journal, and I never do. I have need to admit to myself that I just collect craft supplies and craft ideas. And I don't ever get down to doing them because I just keep ordering more stuff. So at some point in time, maybe I'll quit ordering more stuff and I'll just start organizing what I have. You know, I've had family members complain about the boxes. Of course, there are boxes over here too, and there are boxes here, and there are boxes in my bedroom. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about my latest big idea for a junk journal is to make a YouTube journal and to put the stickers and thank you notes and stuff like that. Oh no. Yeah, I can see that journalizing and making and doing art like that and crafts would be helpful in preoccupying yourself and keeping yourself busy. I think that's half the battle. I think just like dead air is bad on YouTube, dead air is bad in life. Of course, I don't. I've never been one of those people that's gotten bored. Yes, with all the thank you notes and channel stickers and all of that. Maybe make backgrounds that remind me of that channel. Maybe I've even thought about doing a sorry to bring up something so sad, but doing a page that reminds me of Robin, uh, Real Creative Studios, that kind of thing. Because it's like I was talking about YouTube history earlier, because I started reading my gospel readings when Anthony from Pittsburgh. Now, he still has his channel and he has a very successful business. But when I first started YouTube, I was hanging out with Anthony and Kelly. Let me see if I can think of Kelly's channel name. That might come to me a little bit. But Kelly still sells. She sells sterling silver, and she's in the jewelry community. I hadn't checked on Kelly in a while, but they had this channel called Flipping Hope. And Anthony it used to be a preacher, so he had a live sermon every week, and Kelly would do the Bible readings. And right after they decided to go off air for that channel, I mean the channel's probably still there, but they weren't doing their lives every week. I started reading from the same version of the Bible they were reading from, the New Living Testament. So they used to have that on Thursday afternoon, and I was there every week, and I miss that. But to me, that's part of my journey, part of my YouTube history. And, I miss them. And I miss Casey from Porch Church Network, Darlene or Norgus R's channel. And she stopped going live, and I miss them. And Casey moved away. He finally, left the nest, but they're tremendous people, and I thank God for them because they helped me get started in my Bible readings. They're part of my YouTube roots on that part of my channel, and I really miss them all. And but it was like before. Well, I was an atheist for 41 years, and when I came back to God, my spiritual leaders were the people on YouTube. And then after that, I started Bible reading myself. And now I have a whole bunch of people that I listen to on different topics. I mean, even biblical archaeology and those types channels I just love watching. But at the same time, I look at that as research for my Bible readings and for my spiritual journey and for my own personal devotional. I'll be curious about something from the Holy Land or something like that, and I'll look it up. But those types of activities, while enriching to me, do not grow my channel. So I'm all the time having to choose, okay, do I want to go and watch a video of somebody that watches me, or do I want to look at this video about Proverbs so that I can share that information? So it's two-sided for content creators. Good morning, Tooch Man. How you doing? I still have your huge box from last month to unbox. When I was getting sick, I unboxed all the little boxes from the last haul, and I left those big ones. And I got more and more fatigued before I went in the hospital, so I didn't get to those. But my unboxings are out so far that I'm a year out. I'm into September 2025 with my unboxings. So I'm going to do these little ones first because I can handle them easier. And this one down here, this is funny. My brother actually went to post office with me for the first time and helped me pick up my packages. And that one, well, I'll just tell you because it's going to air in September 2025, so you all will forget about it by then. But that's got a kitchen rack in it, and he picked it up and it felt like it had air in it. But it's a wire kitchen rack, and it's just bulky. Actually, it's a pie cooler. Yeah, a cooling rack for pies. And I thought I'd use it for storage because you have that big space and you can make it 2-layered or 3-layered. I mean, I don't remember exactly how many tiers it has in it, but I'm going to use that to place some of my stuff on and have utilize the vertical space more because I need to get into some organization here. But anyway, earlier I was saying, I had people complain about my boxes. But the thing is, it's not that I have boxes, I have a lack of furniture. Because if there was a long buffet there, I could sort that stuff and put what's in those boxes in the buffet. So it's really a lack of furniture. It's really a lack of closet space at this point. And a lot of it is still a lack of organization. But as I have gotten, more and more dependent on this, it's the harder it is to do that organization. So I donated, when I moved, over 100 boxes to Goodwill. And after I moved in here, I donated my furniture to Salvation Army. And I was donating almost monthly to the Vietnam veterans. And I donated the Vietnam veterans before I moved. So it's just like a lifetime of stuff with stuff still incoming. And so I need to, slow down and manage more of it now than continue to buy. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to slow my buying down because I'm a year out on my unboxings. So I could stop right now and not buy another thing for a year. And here I've got these boxes here and those 3 over there. And I got 3 on the way. Or no, 4 now. Yeah, I bought something last night. Here I am, so I'm not going to buy anymore. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 3 weeks because I do 4 a week. I mean, I don't want to release so many unboxings a week that I don't have room for my Bible readings. I just don't want to do it. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Nithra. It's all good. It's all good. And I'm just, thank God that I'm alive, that I made it through this and through the storm. And, we got another one on the way. And I'll survive that one too. It's like, oh, hurricane. That was last Tuesday, Good morning, Spirit in the Sky Blue. Good to meet you. And I do unboxings and Bible readings on my channel. And I have started the last few weeks of doing lives at 7:05. And when I started doing lives at 7:05, I expected to be over there talking about glass and buttons and all the things that I have unboxed and have, the collections I have, and potentially, selling them. I did one auction. It was a rapid fire round at Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller, and I sold buttons. And I was going to go back and do that again in January, and I was frustrated to no end that I couldn't get on the schedule until January. But you know what? God knew what he was doing because I fell sick and had to go to the hospital, and I'm recovering. So January is about perfect for me. And plus, it's the start of the new year. I'm going to start a new adventure in the new year. So I'm on God's timeline. And I just have to accept that things are not going to happen as quickly and instantaneously as they did when I was healthier. And that's part of growing old. It's not for sissies, for sure. And the struggle is real, but you keep going. And, you thank God for being alive. Well, good morning, Maggie Doodle. How you doing? I'm just recapping what happened. I wanted to go live from the table over there this morning. Matter of fact, I said Friday I was going to, but we had some linemen out here, line workers out here in the middle of the night cutting trees. I don't know if they were protecting the lines from a tree that was about to fall, but there were sounds of chainsaws on my street at 1:30, and I'm not complaining because, my goodness, the electrical workers and the telephone pole workers and all of them that have just restored almost all of Florida from the last storm, from Helene. I know like a couple of days ago I checked, and there were still just 11,000 people without power. And we had like 200,000 people without power. Just, what was it, last week? Good morning, Judy May. So good to see you. How are you doing today? I was up in the middle of the night with the sound of chainsaws outside. They may have been preparing for the next storm because Milton's going to be here in a day and a half to 2 days. I haven't checked the speed of the storm. The storm may be traveling slowly, and that's what happened with Helene. It went up into the inland to Georgia. Oh, I've got to go. I've got a delivery. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. Marty,